Hi everyone, this is Pooja. So, if you have visited my profile and you have checked my videos, you do know who I am and what I do talk about. So, recently, after lockdown, rather post COVID situation, you can see in India, education and the situation for the children is little different compared to the previous things and how the education used to be held altogether. And we're talking about early 2019. And now, students, especially students from toddlers to class 10, I'm not talking about higher education, those who are willing to go for higher education and those who are not, in both situations, they have such clarity that which path they have to choose, they want to choose, and which not. But in case of students up to plus 2, I'm to say after plus 10 and then 11, 12 standard, so this much of students of such so and so categories, they are hardly being trained on the basis of quality, skill, because online education is not providing such expertise what a student should hold for his or her future. The problem in this generation or for last 2 years, this span of classes like from toddler to class 12, which they are facing, I guess the guardians, the parents also can address the same, that they are not willing to study and they are more into digitalized world, social networking site, and profoundly towards gaming. They have increased and developed with the addiction, attraction, and in a wider prospect we can say a wide range of influence of gaming world. Fantasy is different, but gaming is not really obstructive to their minds. The input of their energy is so huge that they cannot put attention. And they got the hold of this technology in such young age, they don't know the value and the utility behind it, how to use it, what are the disadvantages and all, because hardly the students and the kids are utilizing it or taking the benefits of it. Out of all this technology and digitalization and the post COVID situation, they're getting access to technology, which are not really prohibiting few clauses like 18 plus situations. They can handle so many things. So even if you're providing that particular gadget for the education purpose, they are not really utilizing it fully for most of the cases. There are very few and very less percentage of students, very less, those are actually limiting themselves from attending gaming or such adult zones. And that's why majority of the students, the kids, they are showing such tendencies of that can violate their minds, that can violate their simplicity. And they are not very fond of education, not the kind of education someone is putting on them, or not the kind of education their parents are insisting to have, not the kind of education I'm here saying about the educationist forcing on them, but not even a self education that a student, that a kid feel likely to develop. They are feeling deprived when they are not given with the phones, the internets, the systems, the laptops, and the growing sense of dishonesty while giving exams. Few example I want to give here. You have seen the parents definitely, and also the teachers, they have followed, because most of the parents are working these days in major cities and also in small cities, remote cities. They are also doing, both the parents are there into some jobs, so they are busy with some activity in their household or in separate rooms. They are attending their office, their meetings, their works, and the students are appearing for the class, for the classwork, their homework, and also the exam times. They're copying for the books. In major cities, in every section of boards, schools, and for every single subject. It's not that for only maths, this is tough for me, or for history that I cannot understand, I cannot mug up, something like that. In such situation, they are copying. No, they're copying for every single subject. Being a school teacher, I have seen this tendency in each and every student. Most of the student, I'm saying, they have developed such tendency to copy, and those who are not copying, very few, only maybe not even 2%, maybe 1%, they're not copying, they're not being dishonest, but they know that how their friends are getting good grades, because we are judging, the teachers, the boards, the academicians, all of them are judging by their answer sheet. We cannot go to every single student's house and monitor them. That's a big problem in today's generation. It's not about generation, but the situation they're put into. And in this situation, we need to monitor, especially the parents, teachers, and there should be more of viva question answers kind of a marking or analyzing platform. If you have such problem, we need to find out a solution. And without a solution, we cannot move forward. Then the problem will arise and we'll just talk about it without any solution, without any answer of it. So it may be a situation that we need to cope up. Definitely, we have to. All the teachers, all the academicians, not for only the kids, the toddlers, or up to the students of plus 2, 12, but also for college and university students. For college and university students, there are a few things we need to discuss in wider range. And in this sensitive portion of from the toddler to plus 12, we need to think about their projects in such a way that every individual should put their identical effort, and viva should be there, the oral examination, oral analysis. Maybe for one topic, one chapter, the teacher can sit face to face through the maybe over the phone, over the video calls, and they can analyze the student for that particular topic. And that is very, very useful, because by that time, if you're quick with the question, they cannot just search for the answer if you're not giving them to the point question. So they cannot check out and turn the pages for the to the point answers. They have to think, they have to know. So in that matter, we can go for, and teachers have to be very conscious and regular about the things, that not the general questions, but the essence of the topic, the real essence of the topic, and the thoughts behind it. Take it literature, take it science, just give them examples and try them to illustrate. Give them situation, try them to consider them as a problem, and try them to solve it. So in that way, we can manage their attention. We can put some interest in them, that no, my teacher will ask me this question, and not that way which we have received in question answer pattern, but in an analyzing pattern. So I need to illustrate, I need to explain the whole thing. So before explaining the thing to my teacher, I need to understand first. So that will be the second thing, that viva and analyzing in illustrating way, we can hold this viva like oral sessions, and that can be considered as exam. And on this basis, we can put marks and grades, so that the development, the whole development, we can see and we can actually witness in front of us. Hopefully that exam session will take so much of time, but it's a better idea to better than just to put a mark on the basis of their copied answer sheet. They're not really getting the information in a proper way. They're not understanding, they're not acknowledging the value of education. They're just utilizing the excuse. They're copying, and most of the cases, the parents are also aware that the children are copying from books, copying from copies, other copies, school that the school had given the material, something like that, they're copying from. And the parents are also feeling other students are doing it, doing the same, the copy thing. So if my child will not do that, then he will be at the last bench, or he will not be promoted at all. His or her grade will be so bad that the teacher will complain. But do you remember that if the teacher even complain, then there is a chance to improve. But if you allow them to become dishonest, there is no chance to improve at all. And this gap of copied sessions, this 2 years will not be back. So this is the prime time the parents and the teachers understand the value of education, not just go and teach them just reading out the book without explaining, and just the sake of teaching, you're just going and attending the class, completing the schedule, completing the syllabus. That's not the way we should educate our like next generation. So for the teachers, for the parents, don't allow them. Don't let them give any excuse. Don't let them copy. Let them read. If they're finding any excuse, they're finding any shortcuts to gain marks, then teachers should be smart enough to put another strategy on it, so that the child, the children, the kids, the students can put some effort on their education. They feel it's interesting because I have to put my effort, I have to put my contribution, I have to contribute in the field of like education. I'm analyzing the whole thing. I'm proving my point. I'm proving my knowledge. So that competitiveness, it's not bad. It's rather good in every child. Those are lacking confidence, those are not having backgrounds, give them a chance to understand and relate to their education. Unless they relate with the topic, unless they relate with the subject, they cannot analyze by their own. So teachers should explain the thing very clearly. For that, teachers should read themselves. They should work on their learnings. Whatever you want to teach them, you first read the whole thing. Maybe you don't have the book, take the help of internet, take the help of library, and then you study and then teach. But try to. It's not that in our classes, in our standards, this level was not same and we didn't study these things, so I'll not focus on them. If I'm not updated about the syllabus, if I'm not updated about the portion of study, then I need to sharpen my knowledge, I need to sharpen my information, because you are in a field of give and take of knowledge only. So students need to take study seriously. For that, teachers need to study more. They need to teach them in an interesting way, in a illustrative way, so that their student can get the idea how to illustrate, how to analyze, or how to put your points in front of everyone. That will help in their communication skill, their speaking ability. Now people are giving speaking skill classes, okay, communicating skill improving classes. Those are the courses. But these are the basic process how we can actually do the work, the real work, along with the students. And the third portion, the parents. Don't allow your kids to copy. Be responsible. If you have your job, then you have your job to monitor your kid also. If they're going, don't do that thing that always I'm just nagging on them, read, write, and study, all those things. No, just monitor that what he's or she is reading. Is she up to date? Just in a way, ask them at the end of the day what you really did, what the chapters you really find great today, something like that. That what you really study, or which are the information you find really good today. Just ask them. Maybe not the first day, but after 3 days, he'll find or she'll find that maybe my mother can ask me, maybe my father can ask me. So at least one topic I need to go through. So you got one topic clear for that kid. And that's huge, that's huge. Those are lacking interest for last 2 years. One topic, one subject, they are having such expertise to perform that in front of you, to analyze that in front of you. That's great. That's a great step. So, all the three aspects, parents, students, and teachers, need to work together. And for every country, I don't know in Western countries what's really happening. They're very accustomed with online education because they have such online courses and home education. We had home education structure in India as well, but it's long gone. We all know. But what we can do, we can work for the next generation. Can you imagine if the next generation will not feel attracted to books, to knowledge? Do you really think they'll earn respect? They'll earn money. Will they really earn respect for their own? Because their knowledge, their information will be incomplete, maybe full of gimmick that I have learned it from Instagram. That information I know, but the details will be all hazy and unclear, futile. Even they want to go for dance, singing, drama, sports. Those fields also require knowledge about those particular fields. You need to know about them. So, to know about yourself, you need to cultivate the questions, you need to give the answers, and they need to become dependent on their own to answer them. So, education is the prime and essential key to their future. So, every guardian, every parent, every teacher help the students because they are really not understanding the situation. They are not adults, they are not matured. We are matured, so we should behave like one. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you really like it, then don't forget to comment. What are the topics? What are the issues you want me to discuss? Then I'll try on my capacity to discuss on them and put some light. That's it. If you like this channel, please subscribe, share these videos with your friends and family to aware be the part of the change. Thank you so much. Bye bye.